the key of David, I want to place the cloak of invisibility over our communication, minds, body, spirits, and our hearts, as well as this video and everyone watching. And right now I want to rebuke, bind, and cast out any voice and voice spirits that interferes with electronics to stop this message of the gospel of Mary Magdalene from being put out. We rebuke, bind, and we just cast it out right now in Jesus Christ of Nazareth holy name. Sin, judgment, and law. The distinction between the nature of matter, which has no image, and that other image of nature is based on a philosophical distinction between the material world of sense perception and the divine realm. Plato considered the lower material to be only an inferior copy of the higher divine realm of true being. He still thought it was as good as it could possibly be, and beliefs about it were still useful, if not absolutely reliable. In the Gospel of Mary, these views take a more strictly dualistic cast in the light of human suffering. Confidence in material things is now equated with a deception that leads to death. Anyone with 2 ears should listen. The Savior concludes according to the Gospel of Mary, chapter 3, verse 14, where the Gospel of Mary departs radically from the elite teachings of Plato and the Stoics. The Stoics means being calm without showing emotion, is its insistence that sure knowledge comes only through the revelation of the Savior. Through Jesus' teachings, believers have access to a true understanding of the spiritual realities and therefore the possibility of salvation. The Gospel of Mary is less confident than the ancient Greeks that humans can discern the truth of things through the exercise of reason. Yet while less optimistic about the condition of life in the material world, this is Plato. It is also more utopian in regarding the soul's spiritual orientation to God as the source of healing and salvation. Intimately tied to these ideas about the nature of the world and sin are the Savior's teachings about law and judgment. When he commissions the disciples to go out to preach the gospel, he charges them, "Do not lay down any rule beyond what I determine for you, nor promulgate," which means to make widely known. Do not lay down any rule beyond what I determine for you, nor promulgate law like the lawgiver, or else you might be dominated by it. Levi repeats this injunction at the end of work before going forth to preach, according to the Gospel of Mary, chapter 10, verse 13. How are we to understand this command? The lawgiver is surely a reference to Moses and hence to Jewish law. Considerable controversy amongst both Jews and Christians arose over how to interpret Jewish law in the first century from other early Christian literature. The Gospel of Matthew portrays Jesus in conflict with other Jews over whether it is lawful to heal or to pluck grain on the Sabbath. When Jesus is charged with lawlessness, he responds that the Sabbath was made for humans, not humans for the Sabbath, according to Mark chapter 2, verse 27. And again, it is not what goes into a person, but what comes out that determines whether a person is clean or not. Yet he also says, "Think not that I have come to abolish the law and the prophets. I have not come to abolish," which means put an end to. He has not come to put an end to them, but to fulfill them. "For truly I say to you, till heaven and earth pass away, not an iota, not a dot, will pass from the law until all is accomplished. Whoever then relaxes one of the least of these commandments and teaches people to do so shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven, but whoever does them and teaches them shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So Jesus did not come to abolish the law. He came to fulfill his word. And we see that happening right now in these end times. Bible prophecy is being fulfilled. So that is all for today, loves. Until next time, shalom and peace be with you.